What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson. Back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. I want to give a shout out to Obsidian Media Network. Been doing some really good work over on this channel, change some things up. And I want you guys to check out this new book called The Book of Obsidian. And it's been selling like hotcakes. I want to put the Amazon link to the first comment pinned to the top. I mean, he's the father of the Manosphere 2.0 generation. And probably I would say the most influential in the Black Manosphere in our generation. So he deserves a lot of credit. A lot of what you see now would not be here if it wouldn't been for his foresight. So check out the Book of Obsidian. I want all the guys to go and support it. Recently, there was a video which was called "Why Are So Many Women Angry with Kevin Samuels?" Right? And I didn't listen to the whole thing, but I did hear the partition of this conversation with Maurice November. Now, he's the one that made the Black Men Are Perfect t-shirts. So if you guys need any design work, check him out. He does a lot of work here on Black YouTube. But he had on Miss Janicia Garcia on why are so many women angry at Kevin Samuels. And when Maurice came onto the show, and we're going to listen to that part, he's going to explain why so many Black women are upset with Kevin Samuels. And I want to take the time to play part of what you hear now and credit the Obsidian Media Network for this, and then I'll come back.
Maurice, you're on the air, Obsidian Radio, with me, Miss Jen Garcia, and Miss Delisha. Go right ahead. Why are so many women so upset with Kevin Samuels?
Hey, this is Maurice. Can you guys hear me?
Yes, go right ahead.
Beautiful. Hey, guys, it's an honor to be on the panel with you. This is a very powerful conversation. So I'll give you my take on what I'm seeing. And I'll have a little pushback with Jen on a cultural kind of response, and Paco kind of talked to it earlier. So I'm half Eidos, half Haitian. So what I think is happening, Jen is kind of viewing things from a cultural lens, coming out of the Puerto Rican culture, where it's very patriarchal. And to give context to the Eidos piece, you gotta look at the trauma of our community based in history. So you got to go look at the Moynihan Report. That kind of outlines the core of the issue. You got to go look at feminism, because that's what all the Black women are currently practicing now. And you got to come to the term, shout out to BGS, that our community is a gynocracy. And to the panel guests, I think you're viewing it from a patriarchal culture, and the Black Eidos community is a gynocentric culture propped up by white men. And I think you're seeing that. Because like, here's the thing, right? What Black women do in this country couldn't work in the Caribbean, couldn't work in South America, couldn't work in Nigeria, couldn't work in Africa, because the government doesn't support that type of behavior. In this country, Black women have the power of the state, the court. They got funding. They can pretty much be gynocentric and feminist, right? Because I think you kind of talk from a womanist viewpoint, but you're fair and you're pragmatic about it. Black women, they're draconian in their behavior, and they know it, and they can get away with it. So they pretty much emasculated all the Black men. So when you say it's equal, I'll give you it's equal if you're talking about Caribbean, African, immigrant culture. I'll give you that. But when it comes to Black culture, all the power is in the control of the women currently. Black men don't have any power in the community. So you can't like use the cultural understanding of where you're from and apply it to us, because our cultures are drastically different, and you don't have white people powering the women only. That's the core of the issue with like your critique of everything. And going back to Kevin Samuels, to be fair, I think you're right. There's a lot of hurt men. There's a lot of traumatized men. They've lost children. They placed in jail. They had failed relationships. And the women that we love has betrayed us. And you're hearing a lot of that come for you. Because men are hurt, because we're human. But at the same time, You have, like you call them the F boys. Oh, the F boys can't stand Kevin Samuel because what's happening is Kevin's waking up all the men in the community to understand that all they love, their aunties, their mothers, their cousins, their wives, their baby mamas, are feminists. And they're here to destroy you with the help of the white guy. And all the men are heartbroken because the woman that you love has decided to toss out culture and family and go straight for power and use you as a sacrificial lamb. And we're hurt. I'm hurt. To wake up one day to realize the women that you love are feminists and they're being supported and they sign up for white power. I think, shout out to the Roger Report, he said something so powerful, it broke my heart. He said, practice white supremacy. And it took me aback, but I had to look at the data. And God damn it, Roger was right. From court to police to divorce to just the way they talk to us in public, to what happened to Ice Cube, to what's currently happening now. The women that we love, they're the enemy. And I think Black men are coming to terms with it, and it's breaking our heart. You can see the Generation Z. I'm Gen X, right? So we Gen Xers, we still have a love affair with Black men. The millennials, they're kind of hesitant, but the Zs have completely walked out. You're seeing the death throes of the Black community. That's what you're witnessing in real time. And what's going to happen, because I'm part immigrant, so this is what's about to happen, right? All the immigrant cultures, from Indian to Caribbean to African, are going to cherry pick our best to absorb into their culture. And you're seeing the end of Black America in real time. And we're in the middle of it. And the thing about it is, like, I understand your sentiments, but yeah, hold all the power and they're actively stabbing us in the back with it. And we still love them. That's the sad part.
So guys, you heard what he had to say. And that was a lot to uncover. I think what we're talking about in Black America, as far as what this term feminism means, okay, and let me just be honest with people. Feminism is about women having the same access to equal rights as men. In theory, that's what we're talking about. Women don't have the rights that men have. Therefore, there needs to be equality. All right? I think in today's world, most men would say women have equal rights and opportunities, if not more, than men do. So when a woman says they're a feminist now, in 2021, for a lot of guys, it doesn't make sense because it's more like, well, damn, men are oppressed, right? So it's more or less about, when I'm a feminist now, I want women to have absolute advantage over men. That's how most guys look at it. If you look at the Black community and you hear Black women call themselves feminists, well, they're saying that things are not equal and opportunistic, and they're right. Black women dominate the African American community. All right? They have more opportunities. We talked about what's going on with the one group that's given $100 billion to Black women. I believe that's, if it's not Goldman Sachs, all right, providing those opportunities. But Black women run our community, and when a lot of Black men look at their mothers and look at their wives and look at their girlfriends, what they're noticing is that these women are not looking to partner with you as much. But a lot of Black men feel like sisters are looking to rule over them. You know, to be able to dominate the Black community. And a lot of Black men, like Maurice said, they are hurt. You know, and a lot of brothers feel as if sisters have joined with the system of white supremacy against the Black men. Now, I'll leave that to each individual person, because I can't say that for I think that might be like 50-50 in certain cases. But I will say this. There are definitely women that are out there that, when it comes to, child support, running to the white man, calling the police on black men, things like that, it does happen. Kevin Samuels is letting people know with his platform, this is how they really feel. This is how your mom feels. This is how, your sisters might feel. And why Kevin Samuels gets so much people that come to his chat rooms every night is because they've experienced it. A lot of men have experienced the delusion in the black community from sisters that Kevin Samuels talks about. They've witnessed it head first. There's no doubt about it. It exists. And whenever you start waking up other guys to let people know that you have value as a man, that you don't have to go through that, because at first black men understood we were hurt, and this is our women the women that we love don't care about us as much as we think they do. But now Kevin Samuels is like, well, hey, if they don't like you, who cares? You could do something about it and make yourself high value. You don't have to sit around and feel bad for yourself. And see, that's the part that a lot of them have a problem with. That's why a lot of them don't like Kevin Samuels. He's letting people know out there that a lot of guys feel that way. A lot of guys don't want to date a woman that has children. A lot of women don't want to date a woman that's, past her prime. And he's still in his prime. See? A lot of women want equal opportunities for themselves, but so do black men. Black men also want to be able to have a hot chick just as much as you, as a woman, want to be able to have a guy to be a provider. Just as much as you want somebody to protect you, this is as much as a black man wants femininity. But see, what we find out in black America is that, women can get what they want, but damned if a black man gets what he wants. Houston, then we have a problem. You understand what I'm saying? That's why Kevin Samuels getting so much hate. He's waking black men up. And if you do that, there's always going to be hell to pay. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again. Another episode of The Celebrity Junk. I really appreciate you for all that you do. Make sure you guys check out the book of Obsidian for our brother Obsidian. Go give him your support. Ebooks are available also. I'll put that there. And also check out the Black Men Are Perfect t-shirts, guys. Check that out. And as you know, the buffoonery remains at an all-time high. I'm out.